Hey guys, Sugar Hill Media coming at you with another video. Do me a favor, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Hey, we're going to talk today about Will Smith and him being banned from any Academy events for the next 10 years because of the slap with Chris Rock, him going up on stage and slapping Chris Rock. Every man who saw that event said the slap wasn't about the joke. The slap was about Will Smith feeling disrespected. But at that time, a lot of women and some women who were actually at the award said, well, he was protecting his wife. We just heard a press release from Jada Pinkett where she said she didn't agree with Will Smith going up there to slap Chris Rock, and she didn't agree. She can protect herself, right? But most of the women that you heard who were commenting about it, not all, but some, said he was protecting his wife, and they liked that. They wanted that. The men in my circle, the men that I talked to, said it was wrong, and this is going to hurt and affect the family's income and the bottom line. I mean, Will Smith has a lot of money, but 10 years is a long time. They're going to ban him for 10 years. You think they're really going to give him serious consideration for an Oscar after this, even if he does have a great performance in a movie? No. Once you have that strike on your name, it doesn't matter how good you perform, you're not going to get an Oscar. Remember Eddie Murphy, right? Remember Eddie Murphy talking about racism in acting and racism in media. He's been basically outcast. Don't forget about Eddie Murphy, right? So once you bite the hand, once you go against the grain, once you have tarnished the image, it only takes one mistake to get you out of the good graces. And a lot of people that I follow said, Jada wouldn't do that for Will if Will was coming under attack, would she? And she wouldn't sacrifice her career. She wouldn't, and we don't know that. I don't know, but I haven't seen it to date. I haven't seen any evidence that she would. She has an opportunity to now. She could step up and say something about what Will Smith did and that she's proud of him, even though it's going to cost him, and she loves him. You haven't heard her say anything. Actually, something people haven't even really talked about is look at how they were sitting when they were at the Oscars, and look at how some of the other people who were up for Oscars were sitting with their wives. You saw how they were sitting, right? They were not sitting together. They weren't sitting next to each other. Look at the posture and the body language. It was almost like Will Smith has his space and his wife has his other. His wife is occupying another space. They weren't together. And there's a lot that can be read into with her reaction, with everything leading up to it. People have been showing different snippets online about how they look as a couple, and the body language is off. Something's wrong there. So wanted to sort of solidify this concept because this is going around a lot in social media about what a man needs is, in his home, he needs peace, he needs some compliance, and he needs some symmetry. And when he doesn't have that, that throws off the whole balance of who he is and his identity and what he's trying to maintain and what he's trying to do for the family. And I think Will Smith is at odds with that. I mean, look, I gotta say they're brave for putting their life out there, but at the same time, that's the same. That is, it's a benefit because we get to see it, but at the same time, that's the flaw too, because you get to see too much. You see these people's lives, it's out there, they're brave for doing it, but we can read into it because we see so much of it. And this talks about and leads into the relationship that black men have with their black counterparts, their woman. And if there's no symmetry there, if there's no real protection, if there's no real communication, how things can fall apart. I gotta be honest. I don't believe in open relationships. Why would you need to have an open relationship? Why not just date? If you're gonna be married and have an open relationship, what is the point in being married? You might as well just have kids and you take care of your responsibilities, I take care of mine. What's the point in being married and having an open relationship and then broadcasting it to everybody? You don't need to be married. Might as well just be single, So I think that we really got to look at the structure of relationships today, modern women, men wanting to have traditional relationships. At the end of the day, I don't think Will Smith really agrees with the open relationship. It gets too messy, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know Will Smith. But it's not something that I believe in. But at the end of the day, Will Smith put his career on the line because he loves his wife so much and he wants to protect her and he wants her to trust him. That he look at this. Will Smith was at the pinnacle of his career. He reached the absolute height of where you can reach as an actor. He won an Oscar. And he put all of that to risk because he was trying to please his wife. And it would have been more beneficial to him, in my opinion, to make sure that he protected his career, he protected that income, he protected that image, and handle the situation a different way. Still make the point of you shouldn't disrespect my wife, you can't disrespect my wife, and he should have made a statement afterwards. He should have went to Chris Rock man to man, handle it whichever way they were supposed to handle it, or he felt like handling it, man to man, and moved on about his business and spoke to that audience to let them know about Jada's condition. And he could have embarrassed Will Smith by making a public statement about alopecia and how it affects many women. And you shouldn't make jokes about people when you don't know what their situation is. Don't let it happen again, something like that. But he put his career on the line. And now, is his career over? I don't know. Can he recover from this? I don't know. A 10-year ban is a long time. Will Smith's 53, 54. By the time that ban is over, he'll be in his 60s. His prime would probably pass him by that time. So a lot of the women out there who were saying that this was the right thing to do. Do you still think this was the right thing to do? Was it right to sacrifice your career over a joke? Jada wasn't physically being harmed or about to be harmed where he had to protect his wife. See, when you guys make this comment, you're kind of making it sound like she's a baby, like she can't even defend herself. This is verbal. It's not like you walking down the street in New York and there's a robber coming to do something to your wife and you have to protect your wife. That's protection. These are words. These are verbal. And it's a tradition that they do at the Academy Awards. You guys really gotta, I don't know. I think sometimes we're out of touch with reality. And so I want to know, do you guys still think it's the right thing? It was the right thing to do. 10-year ban from the Grammys. Career tarnished forever. He can't recover from this, can he? I don't think so. So, and I think as men, as black men, we get placed into these situations by some of the relationships that we're in because we're supposed to be protectors, but then somebody else wants to define to you and tell you what protection is. But then when you go and you provide that protection, then they move the goalpost and they move it someplace else. Oh, no, I didn't want you to do that. Not that. And that's what Jada basically did. Oh, no, I can protect myself. No, that was wrong. after she laughed after he slapped Chris Rock at the Grammys. You see, men have to decide what protection is, and we know what it is. So listen, guys. I feel for Will Smith. I like him. I like Will Smith, and I feel for the whole sphere of men out there who would look at that and look at that as an example. What kind of example do they see? You got a son. You got to be able to show your son what's the right way, how to conduct yourself. And you can never tell him that walking up to another man on stage and slapping him is the right thing to do. You would tell your son that? I wouldn't. So listen up, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Give me some feedback. Like, comment, subscribe. Sugar Hill. Peace.